Hey everyone. Well, I'm in the bath. Got to chill after today. It's been one of those days today. I've had quite a few triggers, but I seem to have got past them, which is good. I've overdone it with the bubbles again. You can see. I do my own little concoction of lots of bubble baths and all different ones. I think it was about 5 different ones I all put together and sort of like make lots of foam. But yeah, I'm just chilling in my bathroom with my lights on, candles and everything. So yeah, I got the music going, a bit meditation music, and just chilling. Yeah, Dot, I'm ever so sorry for triggering you. It's one of those situations, isn't it? You can see the patterns, you can see the signs, and as you say, she possibly seen me on here. I think I'm earning a load of money because I've got a YouTube channel, which is further from the truth. I'm not earning any money whatsoever, but I can see how her mind works, and yeah, I can see that I could be of benefit to her at the moment. Yeah, I did do myself a reading earlier, based on my mum and what her intentions were, and it basically came out the same sort of thing. To be wary, to trust my intuition. Yeah, a bit of deceit, and just got a message through in the PC. Yeah, just be wary. She can see how I've changed and how well I'm doing. I'm mentally stable. I'm doing very well without her. And it's quite possible that she's coming to take advantage of that under the guise of being kind, which is the normal progression of things with her and with just toxic people in general. They always want something from you, but an emotional connection. It's what you can do for them, and I do believe that she's a very lonely woman, just by what she does to people, and she's just trying to weed her way back in, because it's not just my life that she's trying to weed her way back in. It's actually a friend's life as well. My friend now, Heather. It's terrible because they both share the same name. And it's funny because they used to be best friends, but Heather's she's seen her for what my mum is, just the toxic leech that she is, and she's trying to weed her way back in, or this is what I think, and this is what my mate Heather thinks as well. She can see the toxic patterns, it's just it's just a natural sort of behaviour, from something that's triggered her. There's always that sort of response. I had it before when from her when I was going through the cancer treatment, and I got suspected sepsis, which is a high risk when you're going through the cancer treatment, the radiotherapy and the chemotherapy. And my temperature went through the roof, so I had to go to A&E quickly. So I'd obviously posted it on Facebook, and I can't remember, it was my daughter, it was a few months after, she says, oh, Nanny got in contact with me a little while ago, to say that she's got suspected sepsis and she's going blind. I was like, oh, no mention of, how's your mother, how are you coping or anything like that. Just full in with, oh, I've got sepsis and I've suspected sepsis and I might be going blind. So I asked my daughter, I said, when was this? And I said, check. And she checked, and I think it was the day after I got into A&E, with suspected sepsis, and, it was just a copycat. sense to it all. And, you know, it was, I think it was her way of trying to ask how I was, but going the completely different, wrong way about it. I've had an ex do that as well. It was the same sort of thing. It was because of the same reason as well. You know, suspected sepsis, and all of a sudden I have a message from an ex that I've not heard from for a long time, just asking me something completely random, you know, and sort of like beating around the bush. And then eventually asked how I was, and you know, I told him what was going on, and then I heard nothing from him. And it happened again. It was last year. I got a cancer scare, and he just come up out of the blue. I don't know if it was the same day or a couple of days after. Just asking a random question again. So I answered his question, and he didn't get back to me. I was like, well, you just fishing for information then, or what? You know, just ask me how I am, you know, ask what's going on, you know. Just show that you actually fucking care, because, you know, you're trying to, but it's just coming out all wrong. But with my mum, she can't care. She hasn't got a caring bone in her body. It's like one-upmanship, very much so when it comes to her. Look at me, my injuries and my illnesses are worse than yours, you know, oh no, you know. It's like when I told her I got abused, yeah, well, I got abused too, you know, it was, and she went off on one. You know, it was, oh my God, I'm ever so sorry that happened to you, you know, what can I do to help, or, you know, what's it done to you, let's talk about it, you know, let's get you help or whatever. No, nothing like that. Not like a normal mum would do, like, you know, no, she just made it all about her. And I mean, I'm exposing her on here. I keep exposing her on Facebook. I mean, I'm getting these messages, Facebook memories, and it triggers me. I can't help it. I shouldn't look at them really, but you know, I've proved to myself today that I'm handling it a hell of a lot better than what I used to, you know. And you know, if she is that stupid enough to want to come into my life again, under the guise of telling me who my dad is, you know, just to weed her way back in, and she's got another thing coming, you know, she must think I'm fucking stupid. My God, you know, I know who the stupid one is, if this is a plan, like, you know, which it could very well be. You know, I can't see any other reason. You know, it's too coincidental. It's the same as, I can't remember when it was. I think it was something to do when my daughter was thinking about moving back down to Devon, and there was a member of my family who actually wrote like a reference letter for her. And obviously she's gone bragging to my mum. I've wrote a reference letter for your granddaughter. You know, she wants to move away from you. She don't like you. I can hear the conversation now. You know, the slagginess, the twisting of the story and things like that. You know, I can see my mum's reaction turning around that she's got leukemia, because it was around the same sort of time. You know, a massive elaborate story to feel sorry for her. Pity play, guilt trips, you know, a grandiose sort of behaviour. It's like Heather was saying to me when my mum was on the phone to her. She said that she was in hospital. I don't know if she was at that time, or if it was just a story that you know, of what's happened in the last few months or whatever since they last spoke, because they haven't spoken for a long time, you know, and all of a sudden just popped up out of nowhere. But apparently, you know, she's gone to the toilet and fallen down, and she had to have 10 nurses come in to help her pick her up and get her sorted out and back into bed. 10 nurses. You don't get 10 nurses on a ward these days. They're stretched to their limits. And you certainly, I don't know if, I mean, suppose in America you wouldn't know, but English hospital toilets, you know, the cubicles, you can just about get 2 people in there. You know, you're never going to get 10 fucking nurses in there. Even in a big one, why would she need 10 nurses fussing over her to get her up and into bed? You know, it takes just 2 or 3. Whether the incident happened or not, you know, it's exaggerated to the state where, you know, she's making herself out to be so either frail or old or whatever, or just the grandiose sort of, I need all these people looking after me because I'm that special type thing, you know? I don't know what it is with her. It seems to be, you know, I've been trying to delve into things like that, but, you know, I can't diagnose her. I'm not a psychiatrist, you know. I'd love to take her to a psychiatrist and let them diagnose her. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, give you a week with my mother, you'd be fucking running away screaming. Yeah, she has no shame, she has no guilt, she has no morals, she has no care, you know, she has no emotions for other people. They're just useful for what she can get from them, you know, and she'll never give anything back. She never has done. I know it's not about getting back when you give, but you know, when somebody's been your mate for 20 years, you expect them to buy you a fucking cup of coffee or something like that, you know, or, you know, not leave you without any food for the rest of the week because you've decided that you're going to eat it all. Even though you've got money to get your own, but you won't leave your mate any money behind, you know, to keep her going until she gets paid next. No, you just take everything that she's got and fuck off and then go and eat your own. You know, go and spend your own money on your own stuff. It's just pure greed. Pure greed. And it's just who she is. Anyway, yeah, Dot, I'm ever so sorry for triggering you. I'm probably doing it again now. But yeah, it's about getting it out for starters, you know. I've kept silent about this for so long, you know. I've only spoken to her about these sorts of things, and I get shit back, like, you know. I get twisted stories, and I'm the abuser because I'm punishing her. Yeah, I don't believe her stories, you know. Of course I'm not going to believe fucking lies. But yeah, she's triggered me, unfortunately, and I've triggered other people now, and I'm ever so sorry. But I'm hoping that that you can actually calm your head down, like I'm trying to at the moment. I know I keep going off on one again, but it has affected me. But yeah, it's finding a nice, pleasant atmosphere after that to stop those stress hormones from being produced, to stop the brain shutting down, and just replacing them with the happy hormones, calming music, bubble baths, bucket load of chocolate, whatever, you know. Whatever floats your boat, you know, whatever makes you happy, just to take that stress hormone away. It really does make a difference, and it stops those spiraling thoughts. See, now I'm chilling out, the thoughts are stopping now. I don't even want to think about her now because it was popping in and I had lots of other things to say, but I've said my point now, and now I'm chilling out and calming down. I know I'm safe. I know what to expect from her. I'm not worried, not at all. I'm not anxious, which I normally would be. I'd be panicking. I'd be in a proper flat by now, you know. I'd be pricking at my skin. I'd be doing all sorts. Constantly pacing backwards and forwards, trying to work things out, you know. It's just the natural process of when my head was up my arse. But no, it's not happening this time, and it's good. And this is the biggest lesson for me and the biggest test, you know. Putting all this that I've learned over, well, I suppose when I was properly diagnosed was 2005, but you know, I didn't really get into therapy till 2011, 2012, and then again 2015. So it's putting all those things into practice, and now the shit's hitting the fan, and I'm seeing how I can deal with it, and I'm definitely dealing with it in a different way, and it's good, very good. I'm proud of myself, very much so. You know, I can see the patterns, I can see through the bullshit. I mean, whether she does want to make amends and whether she does know who my dad's name is, you know, that's for her to come forward and tell me about, you know. She wants to make contact, fair enough. But, you know, she's going to have to start writing things down and start making sense instead of lying through her teeth. And make amends, and stop lying to the family as well, you know? Take back all those fucking lies that she said about me that's caused them to think certain ways about me, you know? Fuck knows what she said. It's the same as my gran, fuck knows what she said. She's just as bad, you know? My mum's learnt it from someone. And my gran's learnt it from someone too, so, you know, it's a generational thing. And I'm the one that's fucking stopping that, I tell you. I'm not passing that on to no fucker. So yeah, I've waffled on for 15 minutes again, so I'm going to chill out in my bath. I've even made myself, to make myself happy, I've made myself a bowl of custard. Yes, just a bowl of custard. No pie or anything with it, just custard. It's lovely. It's just like a childhood treat. It's just something I like. It makes me feel happy, so why not? Why not while I'm in a bath full of bubbles and pretty lights and nice music and candles? Fuck it, just trying to make myself happy. So yeah, Dot, you make yourself happy too. Take away those negative thoughts, those spiralling thoughts. Just buy something that makes you happy. A little bit of music, or like I said, a bit of chocolate or something, you know, something, a treat. That just reward yourself, tell you that you're a good girl, you've been safe. And yeah, this is now your YouTube family too. Very much love sent from me to you. And I do hope you heal. I really do, quickly. I know what it's like to be in that dark place, and it's not very nice. But yeah, sending you lots of healing vibes. Go and chill, missus. Love you lots. See you later. Bye bye.